Dear Pisces, this transit is among the most beautiful and most powerful astrological periods of the year 2026. The Sun moves into the water sign of Cancer, which forms a natural harmony with your sign, giving you direct support on the psychological, emotional, creative, and personal levels. After a period in which you focused on family and household affairs and inner stability during the Sun's stay in Gemini, a more radiant, more lively, and more open phase now begins. Over the coming 4 weeks, you regain a large part of your enthusiasm and self-confidence, and you become more able to express your talents and show your true abilities. Your levels of creativity also rise markedly, whether in work, in personal projects, or even in your way of dealing with others. The Sun in Cancer activates the house of love, joy, creativity, and personal achievements. You might therefore feel that life offers you a greater space to express yourself freely. It is also a good period for everything tied to creation, creative projects, leisure, or work resting on talent and innovation. On the side of the astrological angles, the square of the Sun with Neptune, toward the end of June, could at times make you more impulsive on the emotional level, or more inclined to idealism in certain relationships or projects. It is therefore advisable to distinguish genuine intuition from expectations that do not rest on clear data. With the arrival of the square of the Sun with Saturn at the start of July, a phase begins that requires you to manage financial or personal resources in a more mature way, and you might feel that certain ambitions require more time or effort to be reached. But these angles help you turn creativity into a genuine and lasting achievement. As for the conjunction of the Sun and retrograde Mercury, in mid-July it could bring back into your life an old love story, a postponed creative project, or an idea you thought was finished, and you might find yourself reconsidering an earlier decision tied to love, children, or an important personal project. In general, this stage carries a magnificent blend of creativity, affection, and self-confidence, with genuine opportunities to shine if you know how to make use of them. On the emotional level, for the single person, this is one of your most powerful emotional periods of the year, for the house of love and romance becomes directly active, and a new relationship could enter your life, carrying much beautiful feeling, warmth, and understanding. Opportunities to meet and grow close increase markedly, and you might feel more charming and more able to attract people who match your emotional nature. But with the effect of retrograde Mercury, the possibility of a person from the past returning, or of a renewed reflection on an earlier relationship, remains strong. For the person in a relationship, the relationship experiences a period of warmth and emotional closeness, and the desire to share beautiful moments with your partner grows, as does the desire to move away from pressures and needless quarrels. This stage is also favorable for renewing romance, planning special moments or steps that strengthen the emotional stability between you. On the practical, financial, social, and professional levels, you benefit from the rise in the level of creativity and the ability to innovate, and you might achieve success in a project resting on talent, art, media, or any field requiring creative thinking. Financially, the situation seems relatively stable, but it matters not to let affection or enthusiasm push you toward hasty financial decisions, especially during the periods of Neptune and retrograde Mercury's influence. Socially, you become more present and more charming, and the encounters and opportunities that give you a sense of comfort and belonging multiply. You might also meet people who play a positive role in your life during the coming period. As for health, your psychological state improves remarkably during this transit, which has a positive effect on physical energy and general vitality, but it is advisable to keep the balance and not to overdo late nights or the draining of energy in continuous social activities. Practicing a creative or athletic activity also helps you release feelings in a healthy and balanced way. A word of advice for you: do not be afraid to be your true self during this stage, for the Sun in Cancer has come to remind you that strength does not always come from hardness, but sometimes from the ability to express feelings, talents, and inner joy. Open your heart to life, put your talents to use, and allow yourself to shine, for this is one of the periods when you can shine with your own confidence and regain faith in the abilities and possibilities you possess.